Okay, let me explain if the patient has Cushing 症候群 Cushing, or if the patient is on 类固醇 steroid. What the patient would look like. The patient will have moon face, it's called moon face, 月亮脸. And let's say a guy, very small eyes, and several hairs, and very hairy mouth. And that's his mouth. That's hairy part. That's his beard. How to call this part? It's called hirsutism. Okay, and continue. And very big body. You see, the face is so small. He will has a very big body. Very slim leg. Very slim hands. Okay, it's called arm and legs are very skinny. It's called muscle atrophy. Muscle atrophy. And you see, he has a very big boob. So big. It's his brow. How do we call this part? Gynecomastia. Big breast. Okay, and that's his back. How to call that? Buffalo hump. 水牛肩. And you see, it's so huge. He is so huge. How to call this phenomenon? He has been retaining too much water, and therefore sodium. But at the same time, he is losing too much potassium. Okay, and he will have some stray. It's called stray. And stretch mark. Okay. And the most important thing is steroid. It always causes the blood sugar to get very high. Glucose will surged. So you need to check his blood sugar Q6 hours. It's like 4 times a day. You need to check his blood sugar. Yeah. And it's very likely to be diabetic. Okay. And very easy to get bruised everywhere. Very fragile person. You need to be very pitiful because he is so fragile, bruising everywhere. Bruises. Okay? And make him say something. I want you to make him say something. I want you to make him say, I'm mad because I have an infection. So he is very easy to get angry. How would you say that? He is very grouchy, roid rage, and immunosuppressed because steroid will cause immunosuppression. And just want to mention another thing, but let me make sure. Okay. If the patient has hyperthyroidism, it means the metabolic rate is too much, very high. And hyperthyroidism, one of the treatment is PTU. It's one of the treatment. It's usually mainly for cancer patients. And PTU will cause immunosuppressed. So the patient's white count will go very low. So you need to check the patient's white count, very important, white count. And hyperthyroidism, the opposite is what? Hyperthyroidism will also cause Graves' disease, right? And one other treatment is like radioactive iodine. Yeah, and it's one of the treatments. And another treatment is like methimazole. I don't know if it's right to spell it, methimazole, maybe. You need to check. I'm not very sure about the spelling. For pregnant women, not safe. And another one is PTU, yeah, PTU. It's for pregnant. PTU for pregnant is safe. So, for the patient has hyperthyroidism, the treatment first PTU, second treatment radioactive iodine, third treatment methylmalosol. But the opposite disease is Addison disease. So Addison disease, what do you need to do? Addison, you need to add a song. What is song? Like hydrocortisone. So it's steroid. But once you use too much steroid, it will cause that. If you add too much song, so you need to be careful. Okay, that's it.